Hola, soy Vanessa Guillermo, consultora educativa de Class Education. Nos dedicamos al turismo educativo internacional. En esta ocasión les voy a platicar de uno de nuestros destinos más populares, que es Italia, en el cual contamos diferentes programas como son idiomas, campamentos, entre otros. Manejamos diferentes destinos como es Florencia, Milán, Trieste, Tropez, en fin, tenemos un abanico de opciones muy bueno para ti. Por eso te invito a que agendes una asesoría virtual conmigo para poder platicar más a detalle en relación al programa, destino, fecha de viaje y presupuesto. Será un placer apoyarte en este proyecto y concretar tu sueño. Vanessa Guillermo, Class Education.
Hola a todos, buenos días. Gracias por acompañarnos en la primera sesión del día de hoy de Encuentro Creativo. Encuentro Creativo es un proyecto realizado por la Cámara de Comercio Italiana en México en colaboración con la Embajada de Italia en México. Entonces, bueno, para dar inicio a la sesión proyectaremos ahora un video de bienvenida por parte del presidente, directora de la Cámara y el excelentísimo embajador Luigi De Chiara.
Soy Luigi De Chiara, embajador de Italia en México. Soy muy feliz de presentar Encuentro Creativo con la presentación de la oferta formativa de estas instituciones académicas en el campo de las industrias creativas italianas. Queremos ofrecer a todos los mexicanos no solo la posibilidad de mejorarse de un punto de vista técnico, sino también de saber dónde van las tendencias, cómo se ha construido el éxito del Made in Italy.
En la Cámara de Comercio Italiana en México estamos honrados de poder promover la oferta académica italiana entre los estudiantes mexicanos. Durante la primera edición, en las 2 semanas del evento, tuvimos más de 2.000 alumnos participantes y logramos un alcance en redes sociales de más de 1 millón de personas. Este proyecto nos brinda la oportunidad de acercar México a Italia, 2 naciones amigas y que tienen muchísimo que ofrecer en materia de creatividad y diseño. Disfruten de todas las actividades que hemos planeado en coordinación con las mejores universidades de diseño que hay en Italia y junto con las marcas que nos apoyan en esta iniciativa.
Bienvenidos a esta segunda edición de Encuentro Creativo, que te permitirá conocer más acerca de la oferta académica que la capital de la moda y el diseño ofrece, Italia. Por favor, síguenos a lo largo de las conferencias de Encuentro Creativo. Muchísimas gracias y bienvenido.
Ok, gracias a todos por acompañarnos a una sesión más. Antes de comenzar a hablar sobre el ponente y la universidad que está presentando el día de hoy, les comento un poco más sobre la sesión. Esta sesión es llevada a cabo con el Instituto Marangoni. Es una de las universidades más reconocidas en Italia en materia de diseño, arte, animación, etc. Entonces, bueno, realmente el experto que esté el día de hoy con nosotros nos va a hablar sobre Fashion Metaverse y justamente cómo el mundo ha cambiado a raíz de la pandemia y a raíz de las nuevas tecnologías para justamente pues saber qué es lo que está actualmente en tendencia. Muy bien, antes de comenzar igual les pedimos a todos de mantener su micrófono apagado durante la sesión, ya que como la sesión está siendo grabada puede justamente afectar el audio de otras personas. Igual durante la sesión van a estar viendo que estamos pasando una lista. Esta lista nos permite garantizar que las personas están participando en el 50% de las ponencias, ya que si participas en más de 25 webinars, eres acreedor a un certificado de participación avalado por la Cámara de Comercio Italiana en México y la Embajada de Italia. Entonces, bueno, igual les pedimos que dejen sus datos aquí, por favor. Y bueno, ahora sí más por el momento, daré una pequeña presentación hablando sobre el ponente. Les recuerdo a todos que esta sesión es en inglés, entonces, bueno, al final de la sesión tendrán 15 minutos para hacer preguntas y respuestas, ya sea que escriban sus preguntas y respuestas o en el chat, o que levanten su mano y nosotros les cederemos la palabra. Les pedimos nuevamente de no prender los micrófonos. Entonces, bueno, sin más por el momento, voy a presentar a Stefano Vasile y después daremos un cambio de idioma para que él pueda comenzar a presentar en inglés. Stefano Vasile es profesor de la Escuela de Instituto Marangoni en Florencia. Nació en los años 90 y desde su adolescencia se ha dedicado a las artes de la confección, empezando por la realización de trajes de época hasta trajes a medida. En 2016 se graduó en diseño de moda y empezó a trabajar como creador de patrones para grandes marcas internacionales como Vivienne Westwood, la línea Jessie de Kanye West y Versace. Tras un periodo de trabajo internacional, decidió emprender un negocio autónomo en Florencia y comenzó a colaborar con nuevos startups como Custom Mix, adentrándose en el mundo de las nuevas tecnologías virtuales para la moda, colaborando también con universidades de moda. Se convirtió en el profesor de Instituto Marangoni Florencia en 2019 y en 2020 comenzó a en diseño de moda y tercera dimensión y nuevas tecnologías, tanto en la Escuela de Florencia como en la de Milán. En 2020 se especializó en moda digital, ampliando sus conocimientos con un máster en diseño de interiores, centrándose en el desarrollo de proyectos de NFT basados en blockchain. Su objetivo es llevar un enfoque de las empresas con las que colabora a las instituciones a las que imparte clases para brindar a los nuevos diseñadores de los conocimientos necesarios para abrirse camino en el mundo real de la moda. Entonces, bueno, sin más por el momento, Stefano, please you can start with the presentation.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for the introduction. So, buenos días todos. This is the only word in Spanish I can say, so I will proceed in English. I will be glad to answer to your questions at the end of my presentation. So you can write in the Zoom chat which kind of question you have. So I'm going to share my screen so we can start talk about Metaverse. Sorry, just a second. Okay, here we are. So first of all, just to clarify, today we're going to talk about Metaverse and new technologies applied in the fashion world. But at the beginning, I need to spend few words on how Metaverse began, what kind of technology is behind the Metaverse. So we have to clarify a little bit some concept before talk about some examples of how fashion industry approach the new metaverse world. So first of all, I have to say that sometimes during last year and a half, I heard a lot the word metaverse, but sometimes, well, quite often the word was used in a very wrong way, because sometimes people think that something is digital, something is just augmented reality or virtual reality. It's metaverse, but it's not, because metaverse is something very specific, and it's something based on a specific technology called blockchain. And in a few minutes, I'm going to explain you better the meaning of the word blockchain and how it works. No, basically not everything that is digital, not everything is like immersive could be metaverse. Okay, so this is something very important to know at the beginning. But why the world is talking about metaverse? Why everybody is driving crazy for this new metaverse? Well, I think that for sure you know this logo. Okay, this logo is the Facebook company logo, and as you know that this is Facebook. For sure, you know that Mark Zuckerberg last year, in October 2021, decided to completely change the face of his company, transforming in Meta platforms. And it was a huge transformation in the technology field. It changed everything basically, because from last year, the company owned by Mark Zuckerberg, that is one of the biggest company in the technology field, decided to start a new path in the direction of the metaverse. Okay, and we have to think that including Metaverse is including, Meta Platforms, the new company is including 3 of the most used platforms for instant messaging and social networking. So Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Other platforms for co-working and file sharing. And last but not least, here in this page, you can see Oculus. Oculus, I think some of you know which kind of product Oculus provides, is the provider of VR headset, the one used in video gaming, but also for, in general, VR experiences. So it's quite easy to understand that now Mark Zuckerberg with Meta platforms has a huge power to change our the way we are living the social networking and the way we are living the digital experiences in sharing, okay, with people around. I can see here Meta platforms owning Instagram and Facebook has approximately 4 billion user account activated. It means that kind of half of the world population, of the global population, is inside the Metaverse platform database. So all the data of half population of the world is inside this company, and it means that if Mark Zuckerberg wants to transform Instagram or Facebook or both in a new kind of world, approximately half of the world will easily join this new environment. Actually, it's not possible to say that the future will be in the metaverse, talking about social network, or talking about sharing digitally, but for sure, Mark Zuckerberg is starting with a very important innovation. Sorry, my computer is stuck right now. Okay, now launching Meta Horizon. Meta Horizon is the new metaverse platform created by Meta platforms, and is a platform where you can, well, actually is not ready. Only the beta test of this new world was launched a few days ago. So they are trying to understand how to fix lots of problems, and I think in 2 weeks it will be available for everybody. And Meta Horizon is a new platform where you can share moments with your friends all over the world, and where you can work with coworkers all around the world in a digital place using the Oculus headset. So Meta Platforms is starting to create its own world to digitally and to digitally share places and activities. The plan of Mark Zuckerberg is a long-term plan. So obviously we are talking about 5, 10, 15 years of evolution of this kind of system. So we have to wait until talk about a general turn in this kind of digital world. But for sure is a very huge innovation, talking about sharing, talking about enjoy moments, enjoy activities digitally. Just to make a step behind the technology behind the metaverse, we have to talk about the story of internet, because it's important to first of all clarify what is metaverse. Okay, talking about the story of internet, of the web, the World Wide Web, we have to start from the beginning. Okay, so at the very beginning, on the World Wide Web, there was just websites where you can enter in using your email if you want to log to, if you wanted to log to some portal. So this first phase of the World Wide Web was called Web 1, Web 1.0. Then the evolution occurred in 2008, 2007, 2008, when the first platforms of social networking like Facebook was launched. And with the social network, we landed in a Web 2.0 phase, where to have access to some platforms, for example, Facebook or Instagram, you needed a username and a password. Okay, so basically, when you the Web 1.0 is the web based on just the connection between the platform and the users, so using the email. The Web 2.0 is the web based on the account creation on the platform, with all the data, all the database that is like consequent to a subscription to a website. And then we have the Web 3.0, the Web 3, that is the web based on the technology, based on the blockchain. Okay, so just to simplify, the Web 3.0 platforms are the platforms you can get in, you can access only if you have a crypto wallet. Okay, so only if you have cryptocurrencies in a digital wallet, in a digital crypto bank account. Okay. This is very important because the blockchain is at the base of the metaverse, because the blockchain technology is something super important for the metaverse, and I'm explaining now why. Basically, the blockchain, you have to imagine that is a kind of list, a group of computer, okay, net of computers connected together, and at the same time, a block of informations, it's on this net, okay? At the same time, all the computers are connected. All the informations runs in this connection, in this net. It means that at the same time, the same information, the same code, the same number is on each computer connected to the blockchain. This technology is called decentralized technology, means that there's no central control, but everything is at the same time everywhere. And it gives the 100% of safety. Okay, so your information, if it's recorded on the blockchain, it's like not erasable, and it will stay there forever. Because the blockchain, as the name says, is a block, okay, is a chain made of blocks. So it's chain made of blocks of informations that at the same times are on all the computer connected to this blockchain. Why is it very important? It's important because when we talk about cryptocurrencies, we are talking about money, we are talking about investors, we are talking about profits. So it's super important to be and to stay secure in this kind of world. Okay, sorry guys, I think someone has the microphone activate. If you can please switch off, because I heard like an echo in my earbuds. Thank you so much. So the blockchain is the technology at the base of the metaverse. Okay. And as I said, is the technology at the base of the cryptocurrencies. Okay, for example, every kind of cryptocurrency has his own blockchain. For example, Bitcoin. For sure, you know Bitcoin because it was like one of the case study of last 15 years. For sure, you heard about people who become rich by investing $10 of Bitcoin in like 17 years ago, and now they are a millionaire. Okay, for sure, you heard about stories like that. It's true, but not so true. So maybe we can talk a little bit about that. But the most important thing to understand is that any kind of cryptocurrency has its own blockchain. For example, Bitcoin has the Bitcoin blockchain. Ethereum, that is one of the most used cryptocurrency just after Bitcoin, has his own blockchain called Ethereum. And so on. So the blockchain is very important for cryptocurrencies, but not just. It's also very important for what is called NFT. Okay, what is an NFT? It's a non-fungible token. It's a digital token, and digital token means everything is digital. That is not fungible. The non-fungible token is a digital asset recorded on the blockchain with one-of-a-kind code recorded in the blockchain that gives the proof of ownership of the digital asset to a user. For example, I'm an NFT creator and NFT digital artist. So I created some NFTs. So in the moment I create an NFT, I'm the owner of the NFT, and I'm the only owner. Nobody could steal my my NFT, and I can only sell my NFT. I cannot exchange my NFT. I can only sell my my NFT, and that's the point of the non-fungible meaning. Okay, just to clarify better, just because I want to try to simplify something that is very hard sometimes to understand. Let's distinguish what is fungible, what is non-fungible. Okay, so a fungible asset could be a $5 bill. Okay, you can easily exchange, change your $5 bills with $1 bills. Okay, at the beginning you have $5, at the end you have $5. Okay, so you just change the number of objects you are owning, but the value is exactly the same. What is non-fungible? For example, the Mona Lisa is not fungible. Now, this is just an extreme example, obviously. You know, I'm Italian, so I'm super obsessed by Italian pieces of art. So the Mona Lisa is a non-fungible asset because you cannot, well, first of all, you cannot give a value to the Mona Lisa, but it's not the point. The Mona Lisa is something you cannot exchange. You cannot exchange the Mona Lisa with 100,000 copy of the Mona Lisa you can find on Wish, and you cannot exchange the Mona Lisa with two Caravaggios because it's impossible to exchange a unique paint, a unique piece of art with other unique piece of art. Okay, so it's impossible to think something like that. That's the meaning of non-fungible. So something unique that you cannot exchange, something that is a one-of-a-kind piece of art, of digital design, or other kind of digital asset, talking about NFTs. Now, let's quickly see the process to create an NFT, because it's important to understand the process before talking about examples of projects in the NFT field. So here I resume the main phases of the NFT creation. So first of all, the very first step is to create the digital asset you want to transform in an NFT. The digital asset could be the picture of a paint, a digital graphic design artwork, could be a sound, could be a text. You can also write a book and transform it into an NFT. Could be a 3D object, could be a garment, because, for example, I'm a 3D fashion designer, and basically the 90% of my NFT projects are based on 3D fashion. Is the field I'm working since I was since I was 15 years old boy. So it's my field. I work in digital fashion. So you can also sell, you can also transform a digital garment in an NFT. So the first step is the creation. Just to let you know, there's something very used in the NFT world is the artificial intelligence. So just to give you some information about that, artificial intelligence is a technology, basically is a software that elaborates lots of data you insert in the software. For example, images, words, everything is online, and gives back a kind of the optical feedback. So an image or a video or words, okay, automatically generated. And the point is that everything that is generated by an AI, an artificial intelligence, is unique, because you can also set your software to create unique pieces, and it's something super cool. Just to let you know that if you want to try an artificial intelligence, you can easily do it with Mid-Journey. Maybe later I can write you the link in the Zoom chat. Is a server on Discord. Discord is a platform for messaging, instant messaging. It's very used in the NFT world, in the gaming world, and on the Twitch world. So all the streamers on Twitch for sure has a server on Discord. It's a server on Discord where you can write a sentence, some keywords, and it elaborates images for you. So basically, for example, if you write, I don't know, red fish playing tennis, something crazy, then start, and it starts to elaborate images and gives you back some pictures of a red fish while it's playing tennis. So it's something super cool, and is like the new horizon of the digital imagination. Okay, because you can imagine something, and software, because it's an algorithm, can create it for you. So it's like the new connection between artists and technology. So I suggest to try it because it's very funny. You can create something super cool using Mid-Journey. It's written like that.
Sorry, I did not understood.
Yeah, I'll try to explain it better. Let me just find, oops, sorry, I lost my arrow on my computer, but it's okay. No, so you
Is that a Google app?
No, it's not a Google app. It's wait, let me show you, because it's something interesting. I can show you right now.
It's about how to become something in another format.
Can you repeat? Sorry.
It's about become some work in digital in another format.
Yes, yeah. Basically, it transforms words in a digital image. Let me show you, because it's quite interesting. This is the server on Discord. If I write image, so I'm asking to the artificial intelligence to create an image. Then here I can write, I don't know, red dress dancer with black ribbon on waist. Enter. Now this is my request. Waiting. Okay, now is starting to generate an image. Okay, and here's it. He's starting to generate. Now he's at 12%. It needs 2 seconds, and seconds by seconds, it elaborate my request. This is something super cool. It's, for example, working in the fashion world, we always have to push our creativity over the limits, and this is something that brings a designer over the limits of what you can find online, because for sure you can create an image by Photoshop it, or by elaborate what you can find online. But here you can create, you can see, you can visualize exactly what you are thinking. So for example, here it elaborates 4 different image of what I request. Then I can also proceed, or I can also say, okay, this is my favorite, please generate 4 other images starting from that one, and so on. So we can improve more and more. And this kind of technology is called machine learning. Means that when you specify which of the images is your favorite, the machine not understand, but learn that the direction you are giving is what you want. So next time he memorize the coding, memorize the image, memorize the aesthetic of the image, and for all the next images. He will give you feedback, visual feedback, with the style you decided. So this is something super crazy. You can easily download Midjourney. I mean, you can download Discord by Google. So you can find Discord on Google, and Midjourney is a server. So you just have to go on Midjourney website and ask for the invitation, and you receive an email, and just to click on the link and you will have the access to the server. It's free, so you don't have to pay nothing, but it's something super, super, super cool in my opinion. Now let me go back to my presentation. It was just a step out of my lineup. Okay, so the first thing to do to create an NFT is create the digital asset. Then the second step, we said that NFT is based on blockchain. Blockchain is at the base of the Web 3.0. So if you want to accede, if you want to have access to a blockchain, you need a crypto wallet. Okay, so disclaimer, it's important. Okay, a very important disclaimer. I'm not here as an investor advisor. I'm not here as to tell you that you have to invest your money in cryptocurrencies. Is not that. I'm here to just give you some information on how something works, basically. I always say that if you want to invest in cryptocurrencies, first of all, the first step is to study. You have to study. You have to study at least 6 months, 1 year, 1.5 years, okay? Because you need, before put your money, before invest in something, you always need all the information, okay? For example, I'm talking about myself. I started to invest in cryptocurrencies just after 8-9 months of studying. Okay, I studied a lot by myself, by attending lessons with experts, by making simulations of how blockchain works and other things. So first of all, you have to study a lot. Then you can start invest or make some project. So today, lots of time I will talk about money, I will talk about profits, I will talk about investment, but I'm not here to suggest, okay, to suggest you to invest in cryptocurrencies. Well, actually, maybe I can also suggest the opposite, because now is not the moment to invest in general. First of all, be aware of what is happening around you. So study a lot before put yourself and put your money in a project. Now, disclaimer closed. Going back to the presentation, crypto wallet. You need a crypto wallet, because without a crypto wallet, without cryptocurrencies, you cannot create an NFT, because quite often there's it's very rare to the possibility to create an NFT without paying any tax. So for sure, in all the platforms I know, there's at least a small fee, that could be $20 up to $100. That you have to pay to create an NFT. Okay, it depends by the platform. So first of all, you need a cryptocurrency wallet. There's different kind of platforms you can use. The most used is MetaMask, Coinbase, and Wallet Connect. For example, I have a wallet on MetaMask. They all work on Ethereum blockchain. So in all the 3 crypto wallets I'm showing now, you can invest only in Ether. The Ether is the Ethereum cryptocurrency. Okay, I know that maybe I look crazy because I'm talking about lots of different things and lots of words that maybe are not so clear, but it's just because lots of names in this word is like connected to the crypto world and to the gaming world. Then after you create a crypto wallet, the third step is to choose the platform where you want to sell your NFT. Well, actually, where you want first to convert your digital asset in an NFT and then sell. Here I show you two of the most important and two of the biggest platforms in the market of NFT. One is OpenSea and the other one is Rarible. They are both for not all the kind of NFT. They work mostly in art and collectibles. We'll show you some examples in a few minutes. Just to let you know that actually there's a lot of different platforms, marketplace, NFT marketplace platforms, and they are starting since 1 year to be super specified. For example, if you want to buy I don't know, NFT photography art, you have to go on Nifty Gateway. If you want crypto art, you have to go on Super Rare. If you want to buy a collectible, you can go on OpenSea or Rarible. If you want to buy fashion, because today we are here to talk about fashion, there's specific platforms for fashion. The most important are Digital Arts, The Fabricant, The Dematerialized, Dress Sets. Okay, there's lots of small companies. Well, that was small companies now are growing quickly. So you can find lots of platforms for the fashion field. After you decide where you want to sell, where you want to convert your NFT, you have to create your NFT, because until now we just had a digital asset, we just had some cryptocurrencies, and we decided where we want to sell our NFT. The next step is to transform your digital asset in something coded, in something that is recorded on the blockchain. This action, so the transformation of a digital asset in an NFT, is called mint. So when you heard about minting, is the process of transformation of a digital asset in an NFT. In Italian, the word mint is coniare, so is the word that means create money. Okay, so is the action of the money creation. So starting from the raw gold, you create a coin. Okay, starting from the paper, you create money. So is the action that allows you to give a value on something. In this case, to give a value to a digital asset. As I said, depending by the platform, you have to pay a little fee, a little price. It depends by the platform. For example, I use OpenSea, and on OpenSea you pay a percentage of on the final price. So you don't have to spend money at the beginning, but you just pay the service when you sell your NFT. For example, if you sell the NFT for $1,000, you have to pay the 5% of 1,000, so $50 to the platform. So it's something super comfortable in terms of business planning, because when you do a NFT project, you always have to plan all the steps in your for your project. Here, as you can see, I wrote minting and selling, because after you mint, obviously you have to sell. You have to start selling your NFT, and to sell it, you have, as you have to do for any kind of product, you have to promote. You have to communicate yourself, your company, your project to the users. The most used platforms, obviously, well, one of the most used is Instagram, but something very important is to have a server on Discord. Okay, as I showed you, Discord is one of the most used platforms for gaming, and the NFT is the platform I showed you before with Midjourney. So it allows you to have an interaction, a direct interaction with your users, with your community and with all the people involved in your project, in all the investors, because you always have to keep in your mind that NFT is exactly the same as stocks market. Okay, when you buy an NFT, is exactly as buying Amazon stocks. The only difference is behind Amazon, there's a huge company. Behind an NFT, there's a user. Okay, there's an artist, there's a person, basically a physical person, not a company. Well, sometimes there's also a company, but it depends by the project. Something super important is to have a mid-term plan for your project. Here, there's a roadmap, is an example, is a random example I find online. You need a roadmap, okay, because you need to communicate to your investors, to the user who you want to sell your NFTs. You have to communicate. You have to communicate which kind of steps you want to follow. Okay, so for example, the first step. Now I'm imagining an ideal NFT project for fashion. So first of all, I want to create my NFT collection and I sell it. This is my first step. Then with the revenue of my drop of my collection, I want to create a physical collection. But you can have access to the physical collection only if you have my NFT. This is my second step, after 1 year, for example. Then, after 2 years, I want to create another collection of NFT, and so on. So if you create a roadmap, if you show the vision and the mission of your project, it's easier to have people interested in your NFT project. Then the last step is obviously, as I said, have profits, because creating NFT is not like is not just a game, but is something people are making to live. Okay, so there's lots of new workers, new categories that base the income on the NFT. So obviously you have to have profits. Something very important is that the creator of an NFT always have a royalty on the next transaction. For example, if I create an NFT, I sell it, and I earn the money by the selling. Then the owner that bought my NFT sell it to someone else. The owner of the NFT obviously earn the total amount of money. But me as a creator, I have a percent, I have a small fee, a royalty on my piece of art. So I will always earn money on each transaction after the creation. Okay, so this is something important because it's something that gives always is very meritocracy. So you always give the right value, value to the artist. Okay, so it's something super important. Now, obviously, this is a very huge technology, and the future uses of these technologies could be various. And you can think that you can easily understand that have something that gives uniqueness to, a digital asset that gives uniqueness by a code recorded on the blockchain is something that could be applied in lots of different fields. For example, financial documents, intellectual property. Let's imagine you are a writer, you write a book. You can transform the file of your book in an NFT. And from that point, you are the only owner of the book. You are the only owner. You have the proof of ownership of your book. Let's think about real estate. Okay. Now, this is something that touched me in my soul because actually I'm in Italy, and it's very hard to buy a house, and finally I find the right house. So now I'm in the moment of my life that is like super excited. I'm super excited about that. But for example, if you apply an NFT to a real property, so to a real house, you can buy the NFT and at the same time have the proof of ownership of a physical asset, for example, a house. This kind of process, it's called digital. So it's like the mix between physical and digital. So it's an NFT that is combined, is like the twin, digital twin of something that is physical. So by owning an NFT, you automatically own something in the real world. I know it's something tricky, but it's something that already exists, but is not applied for now at big value asset like a house. Okay, it's just applied to like small business, for example, garments and something like that. Now, they are the future uses that we and with we I mean all the high-tech community, we all hope that in future will be legalized and created. But for now, the uses, of the actual uses of the NFT technology is for crypto art, for collectibles. There's some examples in the music, film, and gaming fields, in sports, and in fashion. Now, fashion system is one of the last field that approached the blockchain, the metaverse, just because, you know, well, actually, you want to wear a garment, you want to touch the fabric, you want to feel good looking at the mirror wearing a garment. So it's impossible to think to a fashion that is 100% digital. Okay, so companies spend a lot of time to understand how approach the metaverse because they need to give to keep the right value to the real garment and give new values to the digital version of the garment. But now I'm showing some examples of very huge brands, very huge companies that use the NFTs and metaverse technologies in a very creative and smart way. Oh, sorry, before the fashion, I forgot a few slides. Before the fashion, I want to show you a few examples very, very quickly of digital art and digital collectibles, okay? Because I told about it and I just want to clarify a few points about what is a digital piece of art, what is a digital collectible. So first of all, the difference between crypto art and crypto collectibles. Crypto art is something that is super similar to the real art. Okay, so behind the art, the crypto art, there's crypto artists. For example, here on the left, you can see a collage made by Beeple. Beeple is an American artist that decided to create one piece of art, of digital art, each day for 5,000 days, and at the end creates a collage of all the works he made. It was sold on auction for approximately $70 million. The digital version of the piece of art. So it's not something you can hang on your wall, it's not something you can touch, but it's a digital piece of art. So someone has in his own crypto wallet a digital piece of art that, and the value of this piece of art is approximately $70 million. Then on the right, this is just to show you the contrast. There's a collectible that is a meme of the 2011 Nyan Cat. It was a meme on Facebook for a few months, and the GIF of this rainbow kitten was sold for more than $500,000. So, as you can understand, it's a crazy world that gives value also to something that looks unvaluable, basically. Now, just quickly have a look to another project that at the beginning looks a bit, let me say, stupid, because it looks like a graphic project. Just to show you that here we have piece of collection. So it's a collection of monkeys, and the value of just one piece of this collection could arrive at more than $300,000. Just to let you understand that the crypto collectibles is a huge word. Behind this project, Bored Ape Club, there's a team of the developer, of graphic designers, of artists that creates this collection, this huge collection, create an artificial intelligence that gives thousands and thousands of different variations of the same subject. And the value of the whole project is, it was estimated about $3.5 billion. So it's a huge project. They create their own cryptocurrency. So there's lots of ideas and of work behind this project. Now let's focus a little bit. We have 20 minutes approximately, so the end of this presentation. Let's see lots of examples, different examples of how the fashion system approach the metaverse. So this is a NFT drop made by DNG, Dolce & Gabbana. So it's an Italian company, for sure you know the brand. And last year, so in 2021, they created a digital version, a digital capsule collection of the haute couture, of the spring-summer haute couture real collection. So basically they keep some pieces from the real collection and they recreate it in a digital way. Here you can see in the bottom right picture the real collection and then the digital version. They sold these NFT on UNXD. UNXD is one of the platforms for NFT. It's a marketplace for NFT for fashion. And the Dolce & Gabbana basically made approximately $6 million by the selling of this NFT collection. So it was a very interesting project. Thinking about that, Dolce & Gabbana is a brand based on tailoring, based on craftsmanship. Okay, so if you think about that, it's beautiful in my opinion, because I'm a dressmaker, so I really love make garments using the fabric and using real object. And for me, it's amazing to see a brand like Dolce & Gabbana that is that has roots in the traditions of the Italian tailoring, that decide to create an NFT collection. For me, it's something amazing and it's something very inspiring. Now, another platform where you can find, and you can also, well, I suggest after my this webinar to go and have a look online on all the platforms I said and I talked about, because they are super interesting, and it's super interesting to understand how you as designer, as future designer, as future creative person can approach to these platforms. So the Dematerialized is a platform, is a marketplace where you can sell and buy digital garment. I think that this is a super inclusive way to give the possibility to new designers that maybe has a small budget and cannot be able to create a real collection, because create a collection of garments in the real life, it's very hard, it's very expensive. So you need, I mean, lots of a big amount of money to start a collection, to launch a collection in the real world. This kind of platforms give the possibility to the opportunity to a young designer to create with a very low budget digital collection. That could be, if you remember, when I told about the NFT selling, that could be the first step of the roadmap. Okay, so by the Dematerialized, you can sell your first collection digitally. Then you can create a collection using the money you earn by selling your digital collection. There's a short video example. Is the demo you can find on the website of the platform. Sorry, as you can see, you can create your upload and sell your 3D garment. You can have a look to your 3D garment in augmented reality, so using your phone. You can have it as a blockchain asset, so as NFT, your cryptocurrency wallet. You can show, you can have your collection of garments. You can share your garment on your social network, because there's also a service that allows you to digitally wear your garment. And obviously you can also use your garment to dress up your avatar in digital platforms, in digital metaverse platforms. So this is Dematerialized, is one of the most used, is one of the most important company and platforms actually used in the fashion world. The other company is a startup. It was a startup. Is a Ukraine USA, so it's a Ukraine American startup. Well, I personally know them because I collaborate with DressX and Marangoni. Here in Marangoni in Florence, we have a collaboration. We have a contest with DressX. So the best digital designer have the opportunity to sell their digital garment on the DressX platform, and they work. I mean, the process is quite similar to the Dematerialized. So you can sell your garment, you can wear your garment digitally, you can sell it as NFT, and they are developing new technologies about virtual try-on. So by pointing with your camera on a person, automatically you have a tracking of your movement, and you can see live stream your garment, as you can see in this video, your garment, your digital garment on you in your video live stream. Is something super complicated, and if you try it, because you can download the DressX app, it's free, so you can download it and you can try digitally garments. As you will see, is not super smooth because the technology doesn't allow to have like the best quality possible, but is the beginning. Okay, so step by step we will be better and better. I heard a hello from someone. No, sorry. No, I heard a voice. Okay, nothing. So here's some examples of how they photo edit the digital garment on your picture. So you can upload your photo and you can have back the digital version of your picture with the digital garment. It sounds strange, it sounds weird, but the final goal of DressX is to reduce as much as possible the overproduction in fashion. Okay, they're thinking about, I first show you how the dress you want to buy is on you, so how is the final result, and then only after you see it on you digitally, you decide to buy, so the company can have a kind of pre-order of their collection. In that way, you can reduce the overproduction. And just to let you know that overproduction is one of the most is one of the big pollution in the fashion system, basically, because obviously when you produce like the 60%. More than the 60% of the garment you need, obviously then you have trash, okay, and you have to recycle it, but sometimes you cannot recycle, you cannot upcycle some fibers, so it's very complicated. In this way, you can reduce the overproduction. So it's something super interesting, and I think it will be the future of the selling in fashion. Here's a preview of the app of DressX. Some collection they sold. So as you can see, there's lots of different collection, and now we, as Marangoni, as contest manager, I'm waiting to see the winners of the contest in the platform, because we will announce the winners in few weeks. So in 2 weeks we'll have our panel in the DressX platform. Sorry, I'm super proud about that, because it's a student of mine that won. So I'm very, very proud about him. Now, last thing I want to talk about you today is one of the most cool and interesting events that occurred in last spring on March. There's a question, I think, Sabina.
Yes.
Yes, I see your hand up. Ciao, tell me.
I see, sorry.
No, sorry.
I have some questions for you, because are you from the Instituto Marangoni?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Stefano, maybe we can have 15 minutes at the end of the session, because I think
Yes,
we are at the half of the presentation, please.
Okay, yes. So Sabina, please, can you keep your question and then you ask me during the Q&A? Okay.
Okay, I do it.
So at the end, I will answer. Okay. Thank you so much. I just missed few slides, so I will finish everything and then I give you the time to ask me. Okay, you'll be the first. Thank you. Sorry. Okay, so the Decentraland. Okay. I was saying that during last March, during the Fashion Week, there was a digital event, the first Metaverse Fashion Week. The first Metaverse Fashion Week, MVFW, Metaverse Fashion Week. It took place on the Decentraland. The Decentraland is one of the most used platform, Metaverse platform, is one of the biggest, and well, actually the numbers are not so high, but in the Metaverse field is the highest. So they had kind of 30,000 users during last month, so during September 2022. So it's one of the biggest platforms for in the Metaverse world. The Decentraland, also in the Decentraland, you can go and you can have a look by yourself. It's a platform where you can get in, or as a guest. But as a guest, you cannot do. You can just go around, but you cannot buy. You cannot own your stuff. Okay, you cannot own NFTs. If you enter with a cryptocurrency wallet, you have all the opportunities. So you can buy a land and build your digital house. You can buy a land and create your digital gallery. You can buy a land and create your digital atelier, and so on. So you can actually buy lands, and you can also buy assets for your avatar. So you can customize your avatar. During last March, there was the first Metaverse Fashion Week, and lots of different brands, including Dolce & Gabbana. And as you can see, Dolce & Gabbana is one of the biggest brand that are working in NFT and Metaverse project. Etro, Dandas, Estée Lauder, and lots of other brands. For example, there's also another big brand, an Italian brand, Gucci, but they didn't participate to the Metaverse Fashion Week because they have their own Metaverse place in another platform that is called Roblox. I suggest also Roblox to go, so roblox.com. You can have access as guest and have a look to the Gucci town. It's very, very nice. So going back to the central end, it was the very first event in the Metaverse about fashion. Okay, there's a short video that shows you, that shows you the event. Basically, you can get in with your avatar. You can enter in corners where there's all the collection displayed on screens. You can part the runway, so you can sit as audience and you can see the garments go. As you can see, the aesthetic is not so, detailed, is not in high quality. It's because right now the technology behind the central end is not so advanced. It's not possible for now to have a digital platform, a Metaverse platform with a super high quality, with a realistic quality of the 3D asset. Just because of the technology, just because of the limits of our devices, okay? Because it's not a video game, so it's something that goes over the gaming, okay? Because for sure, if you are a gamer, you know that there's lots of devices, PCs, PlayStation, that gives you super realistic quality and super high quality in the image. For now, in this kind of platforms, is not possible. But there's lots of developing projects. One of them is the first I told you about 1 hour ago, Meta Horizon. So for sure in Meta Horizon, we'll have a different quality, a different level of detail in talking about the graphics, talking about the aesthetic. Now, just to conclude my my presentation, and then I want to give you the time to ask me what you want. I think that today I give you some information about the Metaverse in general and about how the fashion system is approaching the Metaverse. I just want to let you know that there's lots of opportunities in this new world. And for example, in Italy, and now I'm going to say something bad about Italy, but Italy is not one of the most innovative places in the world. But actually, in Italy, we have lots of companies that are looking for new categories. For example, 3D fashion designers. I'm talking about fashion system. 3D fashion designer, NFT manager, Metaverse designer, and so on. So there's lots of places, and I'm proud to say that I'm part of a company, of a school, Marangoni, that gives all the tools to create and to be the next generation of fashion designer, or the next generation of fashion manager, because I also teach here in Marangoni in business courses all the strategies to use NFTs, to use the Metaverse with a business approach. Okay, so how to sell, how to communicate, how to be part of the Metaverse, and create a business based on the Metaverse. So guys, I hope you enjoy this presentation. Thank you for your attention. And now I'm here to answer to some questions. Now I can see that there's more than 100 messages in the Zoom chat. So maybe we have to select because we don't have enough time to answer to everybody.
Maybe, hi Stefano, thank you so much for the lecture.
Ciao.
It was amazing.
Thank you so much.
I think it's really interesting because, as you stated in the final part, there are a lot of opportunities for people doing so. No, just technology and the internet allows everyone to be connected. So even if it feels like something distant, it's something that we can all be part of. Let me switch to Spanish to give a little message, then we will play a video, and after that we'll go to the questions. Entonces, vamos a poner un video de Instituto Marangoni como hubo muchos mensajes durante esta sesión, les voy a pedir que por favor escriban los que hayan escrito desde el principio sus preguntas, vuélvanlas a escribir para que estén, digamos, todas juntas aquí en el chat. Y esta sesión nada más vamos a leer las preguntas. Entonces, escríbanlas en inglés si quieren que Stefano también las lea, en español si necesitan que las traduzca, y ahorita las vamos a ver todos después de este mensaje, ¿ok?
Hola, mi nombre es Diana Villalobos Barrera y soy alumni de Instituto Marangoni. Quiero contarles un poquito de mi experiencia y cómo me ayudó Marangoni y el haber estudiado en Italia en mi carrera profesional. Para darles un poquito de contexto, yo estudié el programa de Fashion Design en Marangoni Shanghai y terminé haciendo mi maestría en Marangoni Florencia. Creo que el haber estudiado en Italia, en China y sobre todo en Marangoni desarrolla algo muy importante que hoy en día como diseñadores necesitamos, que es este pensamiento intercultural. Y esto es una habilidad que te da una enorme ventaja como diseñador y como creativo, pero además que te ayuda en la vida profesional. Gracias a que estás en constante adquisición de nuevas formas de pensar y de nuevas herramientas, etcétera, te hace ser más visionario y más innovador como creativo. Una ventaja que tiene Marangoni o algo que me dio a lo largo de mi carrera es que Marangoni tiene este balance perfecto entre creatividad y negocios. Y gracias a los maestros que con su vasta experiencia y que están muy bien preparados, puedes encontrar tu camino como diseñadora. En mi caso, como diseñadora y como creativa, y puedo decir que como mujer de negocios, mi identidad o mi ADN se define por esta búsqueda de crear un cambio a través de la moda, ¿no? Y sí lo fui haciendo indirectamente con mis negocios y con mis diseños y con mis fashion shows, pero creo que hoy en día, en donde estoy parada, estoy generando realmente lo que yo buscaba como objetivo como diseñadora. Hoy en día funjo como directora de la carrera de diseño y negocios en una escuela muy prestigiada de México y creo que estoy abordando desde la raíz lo que siempre he querido como diseñadora. Y si no hubiera sido por todo el conocimiento, por todo este pensamiento intercultural, por todas estas habilidades que desarrollé en Italia, en China, en Marangoni en específico, no estaría yo guiando al futuro del diseño en México de una manera correcta. He agarrado pensamientos diferentes, herramientas diferentes, métodos de trabajar diferentes, culturas diferentes, y todo esto le suma y le brinda para poder crear pues, diseñadores más integrales para un futuro.
Bueno, chicos, igual que Diana Villalobos, ustedes pueden tener toda experiencia, no solo de aprendizaje, sino multicultural y ganar mucha experiencia con Instituto Marangoni. Bueno, vamos a pasar a las preguntas. Como les comenté, solo vamos a leerlas. No va a haber micrófono abierto en esta sesión. Stefano, I don't know if you saw a question that you thought that was interesting.
Well, actually, yes, I saw two questions I want to answer, and then if you want to select some random questions for me, it's okay. So the first one is, wait, I'm looking for it. In which software do you recommend us to begin creating digital garments? So the software I use and the software that is used all around the world right now is Clo 3D. Let me write in the Zoom chat the right name. So it's Clo 3D. It's a software that basically gives you the possibility to create a 2D pattern and then have the same pattern but in fabric in the 3D window. So you can in parallel, you can handle the 2D and see the transformation in the 3D. You can render, you can animate. Is the software I use to create my collection, and is the software I teach here in Marangoni. And then another question is, super interesting. Here, do you think that the future of art, entertainment, design is in the metaverse, or do you think that all these will die sooner than we think? Ready Player One, as an example. If you don't know, Ready Player One is a Steven Spielberg film that is based on this concept. So the kind of metaverse that at the end is like the worst place ever. Actually, I don't think that it will be the future, but I don't think it will die sooner as possible. I'm in the middle. Okay, I'm in this case, I have I'm the gray between the black and white. I think that we have enough space for both. So we have enough opportunities in both worlds, and we don't have to waste them. It's important to keep the value in the real things. As I said, I'm a dressmaker, so I will always love garments, physical garments. But I think that the future will be in a phygital, so in a half digital, half physical approach to everything, to art, to entertainment, to garment. Okay, so instead of thinking only 100% real or 100% digital, we'll going slowly to a mindset that is half in a word and half in another. We have to try to keep the best of both worlds, basically. That's the point.
There's a question here from Marisa Mota. I don't know if you can see it. This says, thank you for the talk. Do you think releasing designs of clothes as NFTs could make the designs be at risk of being stolen by bigger brands that have the money to produce the piece physically?
That's a really good question. Actually, well, obviously, when you publish something, you always have you are always scared about the, part of a kind of stalling like that. It's impossible using NFT because as you create an NFT, you create a code that is yours and is a one-of-a-kind code. So when you create an NFT, you have the proof of ownership. It means that if you create an NFT with your design and Ralph Lauren decide to use your design for his collection, well, first of all, you have to be proud because if Ralph Lauren decided to use your design, it means that you are on the right way. But they can do it. But you can, keep in your hand your code. And with a lawyer, you can go and say, hey guys, sorry, but this is my design and I have the proof of ownership on the blockchain. Actually, it's not something easy because if a big brand is against you, they have lots of money. So lots of money against a code. Unfortunately, the money for sure will win. But yes, using the NFT technology, you can have a kind of digital certificate of ownership of your ideas.
So I've seen a couple of questions talking about the case, for instance, of Damien Hirst, and they ask, what's your opinion towards artists, for instance, Damien Hirst, who are burning their pieces of art to transform them into NFT to increase their value? Do you think real value is tangible item or in NFT?
Well, first of all, I think that Damien Hirst is a great communicator, and he has a very smart communication strategist, because now everybody are talking about his Instagram post where he showed he were burning the pieces of art. Well, actually, it's hard to think about the right question to this. To think about the right answer to this question, because when you think about the value of a piece of art, you always have to think about the emotional value and the economic value of a piece of art. The question is, the digital piece of art is, the value of a piece of art, of a digital piece of art, is lower than the value of a real piece of art? I don't think so, because I think that if an artist put himself in a piece of art, even if it's digital or even if it's physical, the value is the same. In the case of Damien Hirst, there's there's a great plan about communication strategy. That's the point. So I think that in that case is something based on communication strategy and nothing more. But talking about in general about crypto artists, about digital artists, I think that the same value you can give to a real piece of art could be also given to a digital piece of art.
So there are two questions that are like around the same topic. So Mariana Delgadillo asks, how do you estimate the worth of or cost of digital art? And then Ruth Rivera asks, how do you put a price on a digital garment?
Okay, good question. So talking about digital art, you have two choices. Well, first of all, you decide the price. So you have to know that as digital artist, when you mint an NFT, you can decide the price. So you can decide to sell your pieces of art to 50 cents or to a price of 2 million. Okay, it's up to you. Obviously, the right strategy is to study the market, see your competitors, and try to find the right price that gives you the opportunity to sell your NFT, because obviously underestimate price will give you no profit. Overestimate price will give you no selling. So you have to find the middle. Talking about fashion, it depends by the kind of fashion, because if you are planning to create a high fashion digital collection, giving uniqueness to each garment and creating something that is super close to the real craftsmanship behind a high couture dress, obviously you have to value it as a piece of art. If you're thinking about digital fashion, so instead of selling just one piece for each design, you decide to sell like a limited edition, like 100 pieces of the same garment, you have to give it the price, and you can give a price basing also on the real market, obviously keeping lower because you don't have the same feeling. Okay, you always have to think that fashion buyers, digital fashion buyers are not the same people who buy fashion in the real world. So the prices should be lower than the real world prices. If you go on dress sets, for example, you can see that also like garments super eccentric are sold for $15. So it depends by the market, it depends by the kind of garment you're making. But as for the digital art, you can decide the price as creator. You have always to have a research on the market and to find the right strategy to give uniqueness to your garments, even in the price, also in the price, but to think about that you have to sell, that you have to create it.
So Aida Caravantes asks, what will be likely the future of this industry, NFTs and digitally created pieces, but in mass production? I guess NFTs you can like say if there's only one piece or like 10 of them, I guess.
Well, actually, well, yes, this is a hard concept. Basically, you can create also a collection of the same piece, but the code is different for each piece. Okay, so for example, you can have these as NFT, but you have 100 of these. So you will have the code is 01001 1, 01001 2, 01001 3, and so on. So the code is unique. The NFT is unique, but it's part of a limited edition. So it's a numbered collection, basically.
But it will be like easier than in real life because you don't have to produce like 1,000 pieces, and in real life you will have to do like 1,000 t-shirts if you wanted to sell.
Yeah, exactly. In the digital world, you just have to create one and then publish it. For the limited edition you want to do.
I guess we've covered most of the things because some of the questions are like on the same topics. Pues yo creo que sí, ¿no, Claudia? Muchas gracias a todos. Vamos a dar unos agradecimientos antes de que termine la sesión.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much, Stefano, for this interesting session and to Instituto Marangoni. I'm going to switch to Spanish in order to give some messages to the students. Muchas gracias a todos los que nos acompañaron en esta primera sesión de Encuentro Creativo. Bueno, a las 11 tenemos una segunda sesión, nuevamente con Instituto Marangoni. Les agradecemos a todos por haber participado y les recordamos que Instituto Marangoni está ofreciendo una beca del 100%. Así que, bueno, los invitamos a entrar a nuestro sitio web encuentrocreativo.mx. Hay una sección que se llama becas y en el logo de Instituto Marangoni encontrarán todas las bases. Esta beca justamente es nada más, cubre el costo del programa, es un curso de verano, entonces, bueno, todos los gastos adicionales de transporte y hospedaje corren por cuenta del alumno. Agradecemos también a la Embajada de Italia en México por todo el apoyo y bueno, también a los patrocinadores que son Esilon Luxótica, Bulgari, Ferrari, Benetton, Seña, Smeg, Cartel, Natuzzi, Artemide, Amoretti Brothers, Alfapar, Davide Gruppi, Yanamay, Fernet Branca, Ferrero y Orfe México. Durante estas 2 semanas de contenido estaremos generando algunos webinars con ellos. Tenemos un webinar muy interesante de marcas de interiorismo, así que los invitamos a seguir al pendiente de las ponencias de Encuentro Creativo y a descubrir más de las carreras y los programas que ofrece Instituto Marangoni. Muchas gracias a todos por acompañarnos y nos vemos en la siguiente sesión.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.